I'm Michael Leyde. I wrote the song You Are My Fire, which has just been released recently here with Pursuit Worship. Man, yeah, it was really one of those deals like, as a songwriter, you always want the ease of songs just to, some songs like you have to work at them and some of them just kind of fall out. And for the chorus, You Are My Fire, you are my fire, my only desire. And I was like, oh, that's something. So I went to the office and just sat down and just started cooking on it, finished it up and didn't have a bridge. Leah came in the office and she was like, oh, I like it. She goes, why don't you use the bridge I wrote, last week at the Seattle campus during worship. Real simple chorus that she had come up with just spontaneously was, you are my prize, you are my joy, you are my reward. And I was like, oh, this actually will work. And so it was spring, summer here in the Northwest, and so weather was nice. So it made sense that was the way it came out, kind of an upbeat tune. So yeah. It's not super spiritual, but I ask myself, what, and again, this might sound kind of weird or mushy or whatever, but I'm like, what is it that I want to tell my wife that I haven't told her yet? That's, for me, the most honest place. Because, following the Lord for 20, 30, 25 years or 30 years, whatever it is, I've said all the things. What is it that I want my wife to know? Like, that's the deepest part of my heart. And then all of a sudden, when that comes out, it's like, oh my gosh, that's what I want to say to the Lord too. And that's where I came up, to verses. It's like, I remember my darkest days. I remember those early days of like following the Lord and like not having anything, all the things. And it's like, and now all these years later, like you're still my fire. It's not just, catchy songs for our community, and that's where I continually want to grow into of like, this is not just more word salad for us to sing on a Sunday, but like this actually means something to me. Yeah, honestly, that is really always kind of the hope and the goal is that, what you create can outlive you. Even if it doesn't, like I'm okay with that too. And I think it's really for me and really for the Lord. And honestly, it turns out to like kind of work it works out in a community context and a congregational sense, to help a community find the language to express themselves to the Lord in an authentic way. You Are My Fire would be first or second because it's new still. So we'd probably open with something upbeat, even more upbeat, Four on the Floor, and then You Are My Fire, and then we'd go into some sort of worship, Your Reward, and with some banger that everybody knows. I don't know, man. Crazy part is I don't even really pick set lists anymore.